Welcome to the Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew and let's get to the show.
Red Solo Cup, I lift you up. Let's have a party. Proceed party. Welcome to the Daily Grind, man. I've done two Toby Keiths back to back, and I might just do Toby Keith all week because he's the GOAT. He's the man.
Absolutely.
R.I.P. brother. Thought Solo Cups would be a good start based on all the football that happened this past weekend, which we will get to that. But I'm getting ahead of my skis. I had a day off yesterday because I wasn't feeling good, but it's Tuesday. I'm your host, Luke Hatmaker. How are you, Rusty? Are you good, brother?
I am good. It is a rainy start here in East Memphis, but that's all right. I'm inside talking ball with my guy, Luke Hatmaker. And Luke, Nintendo used to make the Wii, but then they decided to make a Switch. Welcome to the Daily Grind. A little video game humor to start your day today.
I warned you about this cough.
I nailed it, and I got the cough.
Damn you. Oh, man. Damn it. Oh, and you didn't warn me about that. I warned you about what we're going to talk about today because I think everyone should be a little warned. Oh, shout out Wayno, shout out Edward, everybody hanging out in the comments. Thank you all. Good morning to you. I know Wayno's excited. We're going to be checking in with EuroBasket because there is basketball happening right now. And specifically, I wanted to check in with one Santiago Aldama. Man, I was so ready. Well, no, I wasn't ready to have this conversation because who cares about EuroBasket? Let me rephrase that. EuroBasket's really fun to watch. It's just right now, it's just hard to care about Euroball when you've got first week of college sports, like we're gearing up for the post. It's a tough time to care about other sports outside of the USA. Sorry. Santi's playing, and I didn't, this is going to turn into just a bigger Santi conversation because here are his, oh man, that's not how big I wanted it to be. There we go.
There it is.
These are his stats through the 3 games. Is this not the most Santi Aldama thing you've ever seen? And just, I pulled this up. I was like, you got to be kidding me. It's just like the wee-woo, wee-woo. I mean, this is what Wayno is constantly talking about is the consistency. And it's so funny because like the game, I mean, you look, the game where he went off for 19 points, he didn't have a single assist. And he's just such an interesting player.
He consistently rebounds. That's what he does. Yes. He's a rebounder that's getting better. The points are the Santi Aldama experience, and he is, not unfortunately, he was relied upon a bit more last year because Ja being out and then Jalen being hurt towards the end. But I think that like Santi's role on this team is going to be just that bench rebounder, and if he can get you 10, 12 points, great. I think if you want to watch Santi Aldama with a critical eye of how inconsistent he's going to be, you're going to be frustrated as all get out. But if you can watch it with, hey, he provides quality rebounding, he can be a 3-point threat, and appreciate that coming off the bench, then I think Santi Aldama's got a place on this team. But it is nice to know that the Spanish team, Luke, also gets the Santi Aldama experience, much like the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah,
they always – I mean, it's a thing that these guys perform better. They just have a lot more pride, and I get it. I would have been furious if it was like averaging 20 points and 20 rebounds and shooting 60-30, 60-40-90. He's not shooting. He's shooting the ball fine. It's just a typical Santi summer.
And that's it.
And that's okay. On a bigger picture here, head on over to FanDuel Sportsbook if you want to keep track of this at home, y'all, because God love them. You can bet on EuroBasket right now. And if I was more of a degenerate, man, my fingers would have gotten a little crazy on some of these. You look over, and so outright, Spain probably does not stand much of a chance here. They are in the same bracket as Greece. Greece is the favorite to win that bracket, or that group, excuse me. Serbia is the favorite outright. They've got Serbia at plus 165 odds right now to win the whole thing. Greece is plus 1,100. I mean, Spain is plus 30,000. So what's that? 301 odds. Like, just not great. They could upset Greece in their group, but it's just the best shot that Spain likely has here is to medal. And, I mean, they're plus 520 to medal. I'm not sure how the medaling works. So, I mean, let me rephrase that before I sound like an idiot. Gold, silver, and bronze. I know how medaling works. Yes, there's going to be 3 teams that medal. So, I mean, I guess they stand a better shot of finishing in the top 3. But a consistently inconsistent Santi is leading to just when he is the best player on the Spanish team, they need more than consistently inconsistent to really compete.
That's it. We don't expect you to be the best team on Memphis. Shouldn't expect you to be the best team on Spain. But Jalen, if you want to watch it, it's on a Courtside app, which is kind of an affiliate through CBS, I believe. On Courtside 1891. It is a FIBA official streaming service. So if you want to check it out, you got to do some deep digging. But it's on there. You can see, Luka getting the Serbians getting in a little tussle the other day.
With Yabusele or who
with Yabusele, the French team, because in EuroBasket, points matter. And Luka went up and shook the hand like the game was over, like it was an NBA game. And it left a wide open lane for a layup, which he took because, again, points matter for seeding and finishing in EuroBasket. It's a bit different. Your point differential is a huge part of it. And so, you can watch those guys have a little scuffle. You can watch Santi be inconsistent and, know that he is in midseason form for the Spanish team.
Man, it's interesting because I like point differential. I think I just think it's an interesting little wrinkle. Currently, Spain is 51 plus 51. Germany is plus 134. That's a German team that, I mean, they're good. Mm-hmm. That's a good German team. Turkey is doing well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If you want to watch this, I mean, it's such a different product. It's a lot like, I mean, it's FIBA. If you like watching FIBA, which I really enjoy watching FIBA, you'll get a kick out of this. And I will say the EuroBasket website, if you can't find it to watch, their website's oddly good. I don't know if they maybe don't trust Americans to find a good stream, which shame on them. We can do that.
Yeah. Spain right now, you've got Greece and Bosnia playing, and so Greece is up by 1 point. Bosnia just hit a 3. Greece is a 9.5 point favorite to win. Did you see the comments about Giannis this week? I can't remember. It was somebody from it was a NBA player who's basically said, like, Giannis is a good player, but the way to beat him is to force him into a jump shot, which good luck doing that because that's what Giannis does really well is get to the rim. But if you can force him into mid-range jumpers, then Giannis is a pedestrian player at best. I forget who. Did you find the quote?
I'm trying to find it. Oh, wait. Yusuf Nurkic.
Nurkic, that's who it was. Yusuf Nurkic said that if you can force, like in the NBA, when you force Giannis into a jump shooting game, he is not a great player and you can beat him. Essentially is what the quote was.
Yeah, okay. Of course, you've got to slow down Giannis. You've got to build the wall for him. He's not the only one. We have to contain everybody. When we build the wall, we've still got to protect the 3-point line. I think it's different. Now he's playing more at the 5. At the end of the day, just stop him in transition and live with his shots. Generally, he's sucked at those defenses in the last years. He's played at EuroBasket, but it's not only him. We'll be ready.
There it is.
Boom. Yeah. Wow. Yusuf. Yeah, thank God. I mean, that's more than he's done as a player. That shots fired at him.
But good luck stopping Giannis. That's the whole point of why he was an MVP, one of the best players in the league, is he can get to the rim at any chance he wants.
Yeah, I love that Nurkic is like, we build a wall. And he's build a wall on what? Your 2 bad knees, brother? I mean,
that's it. Yeah, like you building a wall on the bench so nobody behind you can see, because that's what it feels like.
Man, poor Yusuf Nurkic. We don't need to talk about EuroBasket anymore. We are going to take an early break right now because we've got so much college football to talk about after week 1. I'm so excited. Got a new segment I'm going to debut. Yeah, you're ready. It is. I'm excited. So we will be right back after this quick break.
Looking for an alternative to alcohol or conventional medicine? Check out Ounce of Hope, a Memphis-based dispensary with 2 local stores in the Sanderland Center and on South Cooper Street. You can get all the products you need in a location convenient to you. Each store offers an intentional shopping experience with dedicated bud tenders to answer all of your questions, from product selection and mushroom blends to our personal favorite, the Delta 9 seltzers. You gotta try the Peach Buzz. Try Ounce of Hope at either one of their 2 Memphis stores or at www.ounceofhope.com for convenient products shipped right to your door. Use the promo code Bluff City for 15% off any order, excluding sale items. Cannot be used in conjunction with other promotions or discounts. One use per customer.
It's that time of the year again. The leaves aren't even changing yet, but I can already hear the drum lines warming up, grills firing up in parking lots. No sport knows better how to disappear for 9 months and still have us obsessing over it every single day. Now, as college football comes back, so does the chaos. And the pageantry, it's undefeated. Where else can you see 100,000 strong cheer for the dotting of an I, a leprechaun hitting the gritty on your sideline, or hear 90,000 people scream in unison spelling out C-A-T-S as the only word the entire state of Kentucky can spell? So buckle up, folks, because from now until January, it's nothing but Saturdays filled with last-second field goals, heartbreak, miracle catches, and loud mics and full pints right here at Grind City Brewing. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Tune in to College Football Saturdays throughout the college football season live from Grind City Brewing and the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
And we are back. I'm not muted, right? Yeah, man, I'm getting better at this. Welcome back to the Daily Grind, y'all. Ounce of Hope. Check them out. Go to ounceofhope.com. Promo code Bluff City will get you 15% off. Use the QR code to go directly there. We've got Trilogy Tattoo if you want to get you tatted up. We've got Grind City Brewing, where, I mean, dude, I had a blast. I had you guys streaming on my TV because I worked. And it was just awesome. It was just like you guys really, and it was week 1. I don't know. I can't wait to see where it goes. I was just very rarely do I feel like stuff goes off so well right out of the gate, and it was just awesome. I applaud you guys. It was great. I'm so
shout out to Kenny for making it be a real professional production. Zach was awesome on the mic and very, very comfortable. You know, he's got a great content creation channel called Tape Don't Die DYE, so he's getting into the game a bit. Check him out if you're an Auburn fan. But it was just great conversation. It was a good time. Grind City Brewing was awesome. The beers were cold. It was great. The heat kind of kept the crowd at bay a little bit, but as it cools off, it's only going to pop off more. Jared Davidson from the comments came by. King Meeks came through. It was an awesome time. We had a good turnout. The cooler weather will make it better. It was an awesome, awesome first show for sure. And the college football did not disappoint.
Oh man, oh god, it was such a good first week. The weather sneaked up on us. It was like a false fall all week, and then it was like, you know what? I'm going to get up to high 80s, 90s out of nowhere, and I was like, dang it.
We had a good breeze. Like it was good, but anytime in Memphis you see 90, people are like, nah, I ain't doing that. They think it's going to be humid, and it really wasn't downtown. It was really actually nice. It was worth coming out. Maggie came out. Like we had a great time. Again, the food truck that showed up, I had the hot honey gold wings, and they were great. It was an awesome first show for sure.
Heck yeah. Check them out. So between them and FanDuel, we just got stuff for got good people, y'all, helping us out. So go check out all them. You mentioned college football. We're going to be talking a lot about college football the rest of the show. I was trying to think. I wanted to debut a new segment that we're going to start doing at the beginning of the week after every college football, just to talk about the weekend. And it's going to be called Tailgate Therapy. You guys tailgated. You're probably hungover. You're probably sad. But you might be elated. And we're going to talk about some games, and I need to end. How does that make you feel? Is what I'm here to add. How does this make you feel? And then
I love this. Because I can talk about it from the fan perspective of whatever team we're talking about. I like this.
Yes. So, and I'm not a doctor, but I've played one on stage, I think, before. I don't know.
Perfect.
Yeah, I've got a friend that went to med school. That counts.
There you go. Yeah.
So there was a lot of good games. Well, first off, before we start, let's talk about Mississippi State. How does that make you feel? How did their game make you feel?
In a nutshell, because I could talk about this a lot. First half was same song and dance from last year. Undisciplined, offensive penalties, offensive and defensive line getting whipped. And then in the second half, particularly the third quarter, we figured out that we are the better football team. Dominated the third quarter, first forced turnovers. We had 3 defensive players that graded out at 83 and higher on Pro Football Focus's weekly grade outs, including Whit Wheaton, the transfer from Coastal Carolina. It was the defensive lineman of the week on Pro Football Focus. Just had an absolutely dominated second half. Offense got it together again in the second half. It was close at halftime, ended up pulling away and covering handily. Great first win, got some momentum. Heading into this weekend, we play Arizona State, the number 12 team in the country, comes to Starkville. That's a long way from Tempe. It's a full-on blackout. That's why I'm wearing the black hats.
Oh, all right.
Black hats that we're going to wear on Saturday in the full blackout uniforms. But it was a good first win in Hattiesburg for your Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah.
So we're feeling good in Starkville. Let's put it that way.
So, good. That's what I want. That's good. I don't want you to tell me what I want to hear, because this is about you, not about me as your doctor. Another game that I just want to briefly hit on, which I was a bummer that the score wasn't the exact age gap between the head coach and his girlfriend, but the North Carolina game. What was this, 48-14?
I called it. I said on the show, College Football Saturday, I said that oftentimes when you make a transition from pro to college or college to pro, however the coach goes, that first game's often not good. North Carolina had a full reset on their roster, and I don't think Bill Belichick's a great college coach. And TCU proved me right last night by beating North Carolina to sleep. They had a big pomp and circumstance, but all these celebrities were going to be there. Michael Jordan, all these recruits, all whatever. And they laid an absolute egg. Most of the crowd had left by the start of the third quarter because it was a bloodbath. So, the best way that the way that I can think this, Belichick's 73 years old. A lot of our grandparents' age. Think about your grandparents, if you still have them. Would you want them coaching a collegiate football team? I wouldn't. And that's just, it's funny. Resets are hard. And you don't have Tom Brady walking through that door, like Kenny's saying. And absolutely.
And you've got Jordan, I think that's her name. And
Jordan. She's expecting a child with him. It's just a weird time.
They tried to trademark Gold Digger.
Yeah.
Or jewelry. I mean, you couldn't write this, man. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just I digress. I don't want to, we're not going to talk about this anymore. All right. So let's
Wild times in Chapel Hill.
Yeah. So, we're going to open up a 4-pack because 4-packs are something you can get at a gas station. And I imagine on the way to tailgate, you might have needed some last minute stuff, and you probably don't feel good with that 4-pack of Natty Lights you got. So,
hey, the Ounce of Hope seltzers can come in a 4-pack.
Oh my God. Do they really? Well, let's shoot.
They do come in a 4-pack. There you go.
Let's do that. Get you an ounce. We're going to open up an Ounce of Hope 4-pack. So the first 2 games I want to talk about, Texas and Ohio State, and Alabama and Florida State. Let's start with Texas and Ohio State, the number 1 overall ranked team, number 3. Lee Corso's last pick, college game day, which was awesome. It was great. I don't know how many, I don't know how many people watched. The viewership was awesome.
It's 5 million people tuned in. It was one of the highest game shows like that ever, pregame shows ever. It was just, awesome. It was cool, man. It was super nostalgic. Got me in my feels a lot more than I cared to admit. But it was a really, really well done. Shout out to Lee Corso for being the absolute GOAT.
Yep. Yeah, so with this game, where do you want to start? I want to act how did Ohio State's defense looking like the real deal make you feel? How did Arch Manning looking like not the real deal make you feel? How did seeing the shot of Coach Ryan Day with what appeared to be a nipple ring make you feel?
That made me uncomfortable. That was probably the most uncomfortable situation of my Saturday.
No, dude, you remember what?
I don't care to know that.
The assistant coach from Waterboy had his nipples pierced, and that last shot of him, and that's the greatest character in the movie. So
that's there, but that's also in Waterboy. It's in my day-to-day life. I didn't need to know that Ryan Day just out there walking around like nuts and bolts. But here we are. So yeah, I mean, Ohio State's defense did look good. Texas's defense did look good. Like this game to me is exactly what it was. Two defensive juggernauts with new quarterbacks, new offenses that were breaking in. I'm not as out on Arch Manning as like most people are. It was one game. You know, I'm not ready to completely write him off yet, but there needs to be some improvement for sure. I don't think this is going to hurt either team all that much. It didn't in the ESPN Power Rankings. Texas is still ranked number 1 in the ESPN Power Rankings. And so, again, I think these are going to be two teams that are going to be playing late into December and January. I take it for what it is. It's the home team had the advantage. You play this game 10 times. I think the home team wins 5 times.
Yes, I agree. It was still I do want to talk about Arch a little bit. There were throws that I just thought he should have made. And that's easy for a guy like me to say who can't even get a football to get a spiral on it. I have no upper body strength. I'm here to admit that.
Speaking of no upper body strength, look here. It's Wayno's birthday today. He completely forgot it. Snuck up. Happy birthday, Wayno.
Wayno, I'm not going to sing you all of Stevie Wonder's Happy Birthday on live because I might get sued. Well, actually, no, I sing it so poorly. I don't know if I would get sued. And he wouldn't be able to see me sing it. I'll send it to you off air, Wayno. Happy birthday, Wayno, the OG. Yeah. They were just, I can't throw a football. He can throw a football. And there were just throws that the moment looked like at times it might have been a bit much. And that's just, you want to see him do better there. And that was all I'm not worried about any of the mechanics are there. It's just the moment at times seemed too big. And he's a Manning for God's sakes.
Yeah. There's all these videos coming out, right? Like of his high school competition, all this kind of stuff. And like you realize like, I forgot who it was. Somebody said if he was that great, then why did Quinn Ewers play over him all last year? Like he's young. He hasn't had a lot of exposure or experience, right? Like there's a lot of opportunity for him to grow. And I think he will throughout the year. I'm just not ready to write him off completely just yet.
Yep. I'm with you. Let's talk about this other game, man. Alabama and Florida State. Unranked Florida State beat Alabama 31-17. Alabama was ranked 8th.
You love to see it.
Yeah, you do. I don't know. Couldn't have happened to a nicer team, but real talk. How did seeing Florida State come in here and smack? I don't have the stat in front of me, but the like amount of times I don't even know the new coach in Alabama's name. I assume the program died when Saban left. I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, man. Like they're too worried about TikTok dances and like rumors flying that they're up to 2 a.m. Tommy Castellanos was exactly right. Nick Saban ain't walking through that door to save him. Like I've been obviously watching Alabama a long time. My family's big Alabama fans. Mississippi State's one of our big rivals, and so I've never seen an Alabama team just get whipped in the trenches like that on the second level. Like Florida State running backs were blowing up Alabama linebackers, and that's not something I have seen in a generation. Like it was completely different. There was no effort. Like from the jump, Alabama didn't look like they even wanted to be there, and Florida State played it like it's their biggest game of the year. And I don't know. That is not an Alabama team that we're used to seeing. I've been saying all along, joking with my brother and Alabama fan friends, that DeBoer sounds a lot like Dubose, and that sounds like 6-6. And last year, it did not end well. Since they upset Georgia last year to become the number 1 team in the country, they are 5-5 since that game. Kalen DeBoer now has more losses in 14 games against unranked teams than Nick Saban did in 17 seasons. And it's hard to follow the GOAT, right? The last time Alabama had a major turnover like this, when Bear Bryant retired, they had to go through the Bill Currys and the Ray Perkins before they got to a Gene Stallings to win another national championship. So it can take some time. You never want to be the guy that follows the guy. And that's what Kalen DeBoer is. Forgive me for not being shocked that a couple of great seasons at Division II and one good year at Washington doesn't translate to instant success at Alabama. And with an impatient fan base, I wouldn't be surprised. Like you can already see in some of the interviews on Sunday that the pressure's starting to get to DeBoer. I don't think it's going to get a whole lot better going forward.
I agree with you. And you brought up a good point, man. There are literally children who weren't alive the last time Florida State was ever to put a whooping on Alabama like this.
Yeah.
Like there's no memory. They have no recollection of that ever happening.
Yeah, but Alabama just doesn't get whipped like that in game 1. It's like
game one.
USC found out, Wisconsin has found out. Like Florida State has found out. Like, there's been all these times where Alabama's played these teams and just absolutely punked them. And they just didn't look like they cared. They were outmatched, outcoached, outclassed. Shout out Mike Norvell, former Memphis coach. He had them ready. And I love a guy who can come up there with some swag, talk his talk, and then back it up. And that's exactly what Tommy Castellanos did.
Yep. It was great. Let's crack open these other two, man. We got 2 more to go. LSU and Clemson. Number 9 LSU, 17 beat number 4 Clemson.
Again, that's a game you play it 10 times. It's 5-5. Like, that was going to be one of the best games we see all season. Great defense, 2 quarterbacks who played well. Klubnik, 2 Heisman
guys.
Like, Klubnik, you hate to see him make the mistakes that he made as a third-year starter with the interceptions and some overthrows. But those are 2 great teams. I still stand by. I said on the College Football Saturday show that Clemson will be one of the last 2 teams playing in January. I still stand by that. I think their defense is elite. And I think that, like, LSU just had a great game, and they were playing for something. Brian Kelly was 0-5 in his last 5 seasons. He hadn't won a season opener since he got to Baton Rouge. And so they were playing for something. Yeah, the defense looked better. Harold Perkins is healthy, and that makes that defense a lot better. And I wish those 2 teams could play every week, because that was a great college football game.
Yep, and it's like a 9-4 matchup that lived up to its 9-4. Like, this is exactly what you want in college football.
Yep, exactly.
This made me feel elated, happy that the season is here. The last game that I want to mention is number 6 Notre Dame getting beat by number 10 Miami, 27-24. It's not as fun to root against Notre Dame when Brian Kelly's not there. This is really fun to root against Brian Kelly.
It is.
This was also a good game, though. Both these games were just like huge reminders of, like, no matter how hard you tailgated, no matter what you did, you still feel pretty good that college football's back.
Yeah, exactly. I do still enjoy watching Notre Dame get beat. I like Marcus Freeman, but it's always fun when Notre Dame gets beat, because they're always just that preseason overhyped team, and they always lose a game or 2 here and there. Even if it was to Miami and Sid the Sloth lookalike Carson Beck, who looked good. Like, he had some poise, he had some moxie. Like, he looked good in that game. But again, Notre Dame's, they've got Texas A&M and Boise State are the only remaining ranked teams that they play. Boise State ain't going to be ranked long after they got drubbed by South Florida last week. And so Notre Dame's schedule is prime for them to be right back in the college football playoffs. I'm not overly worried about them. Now, when they get there, they'll run into some problems. But I'm curious to watch Miami. Miami returned 8 starters from last year. 8. You played 22, 11 on each side. 8 starters are back from last year. Complete roster overhaul. We talked about North Carolina. I'm curious to watch this Miami team going forward. Was this like just a product of like rising to the occasion in what is a rivalry game in Miami and Notre Dame, or is Miami actually good? Time will tell as their schedule strengthens up.
Yep. I love college football. We're going to be bringing this back. Like I said, maybe on Mondays, maybe on Tuesdays, every, post weekend of college football.
I like it.
Post Grind City Bruin watch party. We're going to come in and you're going to let me know how it went, how everybody's feeling. Before we get out of here, it's time, though, for our daily dose of It's a Trap. It's a Trap. Named in honor of Admiral Akbar from Star Wars. Rules are simple. Sponsored by FanDuel. I will bring up 3 bets for a topic of mine choosing, 3 odds, 3 wagers. You're the champ around here. You just have to tell me which one of these is a trap. The topic today, and I'm so excited for multiple reasons about college football, if you can tell. We're going to be doing the updated 2025 Heisman Trophy winner. I think you did this one with me the first go around. So I'm really excited about this. So let's see. Come on, notes. All right, here we go. All right. Updated 2025 Heisman Trophy winner odds. Which one of these is a trap? Is it A, Garrett Nussmeier, plus 800? B, Carson Beck, plus 1,100? Or C, Arch Manning, plus 1,400?
I think Nuss helped himself out, so plus 800 feels good. Carson Beck, plus 1,100? And Arch plus 1,400. Did Arch really fall that far? Because they love them some Arch Manning. But the odds, Vegas is going to be different than the reporters.
Yep.
Well, this is a good one because I think Nuss helped himself out. I don't think Klubnik may not be the odds-on favorite anymore. So it might be Nuss. I'm going to leave Nuss alone. Carson Beck plus 1,100. I'm gonna say Arch Manning plus 1,400.
No, that's right. You got it right.
Is it right?
It's a
let's
trap.
go.
No, dude,
let's go.
Arch Manning is the trap. I was like, no, you got it right. You said
Let's
that
go.
right. Dude, okay. You were right. Nussmeier helped himself. He's now the favorite. Carson Beck plus 1,100 was right. They both did it. They helped themselves this past week. Man, Arch plus 1,800.
Wow.
Cade Klubnik is plus 1,400. Like Arch was the favorite last week. We did this last or 2 weeks ago. And Arch was
plus 600, I think. Plus 600 is where was that? Yeah.
He was at least plus 8. He was better than Nussmeier's odds right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy to me.
Yeah,
and I thought I might be able to get you because you were like, Arch, man, but you know what you're doing, man. You were like, Arch is gonna. The reporters like Arch, but man, FanDuel sniffed this out, dude.
Let's go.
It's awesome. I don't have my scoreboard within reach, but you're clearly in first. Real quick, I know we gotta get out of here, but it is Tubin Tuesday. I want to hear what you're watching. I got to get my Bachelor update before I get out of here.
Well, we're gonna have to wait another week because the Bachelor didn't come on last night because of the Labor Day holiday, I guess. So it's tonight at 7:00. We'll know who chooses love or money tonight, but. Watch Stranger Things. It's so good. It holds up so well. We're in the final season of Stranger Things.
We're the final season. I love the final season. It's just
so good. Vecna is such a an underrated villain in movie TVs, like TV series. Just an incredibly sinister bad guy and like
scary.
It's always kind of a horror show, but they kind of go back and forth to they go to sci-fi and horror kind of back and forth. The final season, they are firmly in their horror bag, and it is awesome.
Man, I need to get to my rewatching before that. I watched Superman yesterday. No, what day? Not yesterday, Sunday. I was sick all weekend, and it's like I had plans to go see Superman with my buddy, and I really should not have left. I clearly shouldn't have left the house. I felt so sick, but I knew he would give me guff if I canceled. And so I went, and I was just sitting there like feeling ill, but it was so good. I don't like I'll fully admit Superman hater up until this point. I just don't think he's my issue with him is he's boring. And for the first time in my life, they didn't make Superman boring. They made him interesting. And so if anybody wants to mail me a crow, I'll eat it live on camera. Please don't mail me a crow. I don't know where you got my address.
No, please do. Please send it to One Hatmaker Way in Nashville, Tennessee, so that Luke can eat a crow live on air. It would be incredible entertainment. You got Kenny over here being all salty in the comments because his win percentage. Yeah, you're like 1-0, like bro. Like
I think he's 1-1. Oh wait, no, he is 1-0. He is 1-0. Oh, that's not fair. Oh well, win percentages don't. It's about point differential.
Volume.
Right?
Got to be in the arena. It's volume.
This is the EuroBasket. You got to be in the arena. Rules is rules.
That's it, man.
That's gonna do it for our show today, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have great days today. If you're working, have a good day at work. If you're not working, have a good day off. I'll be back tomorrow. I might try to get both the Bucks because we got the Bluff City Media fantasy football draft tonight, and I'm so
stoked about that.
I'm so stoked, but I have been stressing about. I don't know. I've been stressing. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. Drew and I were talking about it. Like we're gonna I wish there was a way we could all interact together, but next year's Bluff City Media Fantasy Football Draft will be on a weekend, and it'll be hosted at Grind City Brewing. Be some great content around it, but it's going to be an amazing draft tonight. My work one got scheduled an hour beforehand, so I will be drafting simultaneously, but you know what? We're going to figure it out. It's going to be fun.
I'm doing the same. Yeah, I'm with you. We're going to figure it out, y'all. Have a good day. $2 today at 11
o'clock.
Saying at 1. Yeah. And if we can leave you with anything today, like we do, remember these 2 things. Remember 1, be a little weird. And remember 2, to smile. Yeah. Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to The Daily Grind. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.